Hi, this is Cass Forkin, and I want to tell you about the very first Twilight wish I ever granted. And if you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Well, it was back in 2003, and I heard about this woman whose son had passed away, and she wanted a tombstone for him. And she lived in a nursing home and couldn't afford a tombstone. And I said, oh my goodness, I want that to be my very first Twilight wish that I ever grant. And a couple of ladies in Bucks County said, we want to help you. And one of them got me scheduled to be on Comcast Newsmakers for some PR to let people know what I was doing right away. And another one said, you should start to make that wish come true. That way you can talk about it when you're doing the Comcast Newsmakers channel. And I said, oh, okay. So I called up this woman. I found out her name was Margaret. And I got her contact information. And I called her on the phone to tell her wish was going to be granted. And she was just so excited and really, really happy. The woman who said you should call up this woman and tell her that her wish is going to be granted, she said it to me when I was in this strange street in Mount Airy. I was passing by a nursing home. There was a cemetery place on one where you could buy stones, and there was a cemetery down at the end. And I'll never forget that, because that was where I've made my very first phone call to say, I'm going to grant your wish. Well, then it got a little strange because, months went by while we were getting the tombstone and getting it ready. And it took a while, because then you have to also engrave it, and you can't engrave a tombstone when it's cold out, and it was winter. Long story short, we got to the point where it was the day of the unveiling, and we were bringing the senior, Margaret, out to see the tombstone. And it was a very amazing wish. She loved it. We had her Baptist preacher say a few words. Very, very, very nice ceremony. And we went to a little Italian restaurant in South Philly so she could get some Italian food and a couple cheesecakes. So when we were bringing her back, the same lady who had said to me, you ought to call her and tell her you're going to have your wish come true, was in the car with me. And she says to me, oh, she said, let me think if I can remember how this went. I said to her, oh, this is the place where I was when I got that call from you that I should tell Margaret her wish is coming true. And lo and behold, we were right in front of Margaret's nursing home. And I didn't even know Margaret's name when I made that call to tell her. I didn't know where she lived. I didn't know any of it. So that was a little miracle. I said, oh my goodness, here I was in Mount Airy, right in front of her nursing home, when I called her to tell her that her wish was going to come true, and I didn't even know that that was her nursing home. So that's what we found out on January 16, 2004, the day that we actually put the tombstone in. And that's what I want to say about that. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel if you would like to. Bye.